Hey, it's Editing Xuan, and just before we get too deep in the video, I just wanted to share that this is a collaboration with Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from The Waldock Way. It's their homeschool show and tell collaboration, and this is their homeschooling through the holidays playlist. And hi, and we're just showing a little day in the life. So I hope you enjoy. There's a link down below if you need it. See ya. I think I've mentioned before in other videos how I am slow at reading nonfiction books because, you know, when you're deep into a fiction, like I can't put it down, but nonfiction books, like I can't wait until I get to the end of the chapter. But right now I'm learning how, I'm not learning, I am training myself to have morning and evening rituals so that I can kind of end cap my days and be more productive. I feel like when I have these morning and evening rituals, like it's a way for me to slowly start the day, get my needs met, I guess, and just an opportunity for me to be able to focus deeply, which is ironic because in this chapter that I'm reading in Raising Critical Thinkers, reading Go Slow to Go Deep, it talks about deep focus and the importance of it. And so, because right now in our society we are it's the hyper focus where we are kind of just like here and there everywhere, seeing everything around us, like the digital landscape really takes our focus everywhere, where we want to see everything, every little ping, every little, notification, like we got to know what's going on. Whereas deep focus allows us to think more deeply. It exercises our brain so that, especially for women going through perimenopause, like I am, like we have brain fog, and I feel like deep focus has really helped me with that brain fog, with my new ritual of reading a nonfiction book in the morning. There's a garbage truck coming by, sorry. A nonfiction book in the morning, and then at night, and then I journal. And then at night, I like to wind down with a fictional book, even though sometimes I'm not really winding down because I can't put the book down. I end up keep reading until late into the night, which is totally fine. Like with my kids, they are allowed to stay up after bedtime if they are reading. My oldest one does. He stays up pretty late reading books, which I'm okay with because reading is good. He's practicing deep focus. Whereas my little ones, I read them maybe a book or two and then they're done. I used to do read alouds to them, like read aloud at night, but with little ones it's kind of hard because we're trying to wind down. And when I'm reading aloud at night, the little ones just are, I don't know what it is with little kids, but when it's bedtime, all of a sudden they have this big burst of energy, and they're just bouncing around, and it's very frustrating when you're trying to wind down with a book and they're like jumping around and climbing over you and going crazy. So I no longer do that. My kids instead listen to an audiobook when they go to bed. Yeah, I need to get back to reading aloud because I enjoy reading aloud to them, but maybe it'll be easier now because maybe I'll do it during the day. I don't know. I've just create new rhythms and routines because these past couple months have been crazy and our routines and everything have been off, and I'm just trying to get ourselves back into something very stable, because with stability and routines and structure, I'm not talking about hard structure because you know me, I like to be very flexible. So just having just a little bit of structure just helps us so much to be able to get things done. It helps my kids to know what's happening. And it helps me to know what's happening too. So I'm just like, because my brain does bounce around everywhere very easily. I easily get sidetracked and then forget what we're supposed to be doing, which is why we have this chalkboard here full of our agenda for the day. I guess, I don't know. I feel like agenda is kind of too much of I don't know. It's too businessy or schooly or something. I don't know. I need to come up with a new term instead of agenda for the day. And so yeah, I'm reading this book. Highly recommend. Sometimes I read nonfiction books that I find very useful, like this one, more than once. So I am on my second round of this book.
This wasn't open before.
You gotta go pick up your brother, okay? You guys good? Okay, I'll be back. Papa's in the garage, okay? Okay, I'll be right back. You wanna come with me? Okay, let's go. We gotta go. Yeah, put on your now the other foot. We are letting our garden just kind of sit for a little bit before we start planting. It just rained, so it's supposed to rain again soon. The chicken.
Hey, dude.
So I'm just in no rush. So, but when we do plant, obviously we need to secure the planter boxes so the chickens don't eat everything. So we'll get to that later.
This is Louie. Wow, I thought it got canceled. No way. This is the best present ever. Take a look at this.
So biscotti, the longer you let it sit in here, because they're twice baked bread, the softer it gets. Man, what they wanted to get. Was the night before Christmas. I was away for the holidays. Perfect, Barry said. We'll come back tomorrow. Night, steal everything.
Be anything
that's a live plant or animal.
I choose.
Fungus. No Christmas season can be really stinky unless you have a hairy tree in your kitchen. Today's not a typical day because my son has classes in the mornings and then he takes 2 other online classes as well. And so usually with the little ones, I just let them play and have fun. But I wanted to add a little bit more, more comfort, more hygge, I guess, more coziness. And so we brought out the tea. I got a new tea box, so that helped a lot, even though I just broke it. Brought out the tea, brought out the books, and the Mad Libs, and we just enjoyed a nice little afternoon. And right now it's 5 o'clock. So basically our school day started at 10. So my son had to go to his first class and ended at 5. But it wasn't like those 7 hours we weren't just doing school work. There was a lot of play involved. There was a lot of breaks. Each day is so different, and like I said, we're trying to get back into our routine of things, and it's kind of a struggle being off of our routine for so long. And it doesn't help that the holidays kind of throw a wrench into everything as well. I don't know about you, how you homeschool through the holidays, but we don't do too much. Yeah, we're just going with the flow. I'm not putting too much expectations on me or my kids, just because of how chaotic life has been lately. And it's just a season of life that we're in, and it's okay. We're not going to, my kids aren't going to lose out. They need their mom right now, so we're just playing it loose and easy. and it's great. It's enjoyable.
We got candy. Happy Christmas.